A few more guys will also join. So let's wait for a few more minutes. I just info. So let them also join. We're going to start. Good evening, Stefana. Good evening, Abhishek. Yes, Abhishek. Today only we're starting with AWS. This is the first class. Welcome to this class. Srikanth, I'm not sure about the Java batch. I think it is over for these guys. You can check with the management. You can check with Ethnus management about this. Okay.
Hello, bro.
Guys, please mute yourself. I can see some noises. Please mute yourself.
అంటే ఎందుకు అంటే
Okay, guys, so let's start today's session. So, good evening, everyone. So, I think few of you guys have joined a demo session, so they already know me. If you don't know me, then I'm going to introduce myself again. So, my name is Bhaskar Rajput. I'm a certified solution architect associate, AWS certified solution architect associate, and AWS graduate student. Apart from that, I have around 9 years of experience in IT industry, and my major experience is inside AWS platform in various roles. I've started with like cloud ops engineer, and currently I'm working with working as a cloud DevOps engineer. Okay, so we are going to like to discuss. So I'm going to share my experience. Okay, along with this course. So how we work in real time projects. That kind of experience I'm going to share. And apart from that, I'm a freelancer AWS trainer. So I have experience of training around 500 plus students till date, and around 200 plus students have already cleared this examination who have attempted. And in my last batch, okay, around 70% of people have cleared this examination. So our main aim is to clear our solution architect examination. So the whole course, which is divided into two modules. The two modules will be, the first one will be the cloud foundation course. The second will be the architecting course. So inside this, the cloud foundation part, we are going to build the foundation, and on the top of that, we are going to learn few advanced topics inside the architecture part. Okay, so that will be the whole course, and all the topics inside this course are aligned towards the certification. That is your certified solution architect. Apart from that, with this course, you can also fight cloud practitioner exam. So all those details I'm going to share along with this course journey. So this was about me. Now I'm going to call out your names, and I want your introduction. Okay, like a one-liner introduction, because we're going to be with each other for another 80 hours. Okay, so I want, okay, so you guys should take this opportunity to introduce yourself on this platform. So I'm going to just call out the names, guys. Okay, so just start it off. And one more thing. So any questions, any kind of a doubt, you can just ping under the question area where currently some guys are pinging. Okay. And if anything is very major, okay, that you want to speak of, you can just unmute and speak. I've already unmuted you all, but I will prefer if you can just put your question under this question part, because I'm going to answer each and everyone's query. Okay, so don't worry. And if there's very urgent, then you can just unmute and speak, because when you're when you're unmuting, that is disturbing the whole class. Okay, so let me just call out the names, and I want a little bit info from each and every one of you. Okay, so let's start. Akash, Akash Malkar, Akash Malkar. Can you hear me, Akash?
Unmuted.
Okay, so no response from Akash. What about Abhishek? Abhishek Pingle?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Mm-hmm. Good evening, Abhishek.
My name is Abhishek Pingle. I am from Maharashtra, sir. Sir, I have completed my BTech from mechanical engineering from MIT College.
Okay. So now, so have you not tried any job inside your mechanical
No, sir,
field?
not-
Any core mechanic job?
No, sir. Sir, I am interested in software industry, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, welcome to this course, Abhishek. Aishwarya MS.
Thank you, sir.
Next, please mute yourself once the introduction is done. Aishwarya MS. I think she has left the call. Akshay Kumar. Guys, please, let's introduce ourselves. So everybody will know, okay? Because we are going to be with each other for another 80 hours. So it's kind of a, we are going to learn a lot of topics, and we should know who all our peers. Okay. So Akshay Kumar, can you hear me, Akshay? Okay, what about Anandu? Ajit, Anandu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi, Ajit. Yeah, go on.
Hello.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
My name is Anandwajit. I'm a CET. I'm studying in College of Engineering, Trivandrum. Second year student, BTech. Computer science student.
Okay. Thank you, Ajit. Welcome. Ankur A. Ankur, can you hear me? Asha Diva. Ashwini. Guys, please take this opportunity to introduce yourself. Just, I need your name, okay, what you're currently doing. Are you employed with some organization, or you are currently in year, like college, which year? Simple stuff. That's it. Okay. Ashmita.
Yeah, hello sir. My name is Asmita Tirmanwar and I'm from Pune, Maharashtra, and currently working in IT industry. And
Okay.
so I want to switch into
Okay.
technical field, so that's why I joined this course.
Okay, how much experience you have, Ashmita?
2.3.
Okay, great. Welcome.
Yeah.
Babita. Thank you. Babita. Amina. Yeah, you have raised your hand. Please unmute and introduce yourself. Chinna Durai. Wait, at least try. Don't be, like, if you will interact more in the session, that will be helpful for you only. Okay. Okay, Durga. Guys, you can unmute and you can just speak. Okay. I'm not sure if you're facing any issue, some network issue or something like that, you're not able to speak because I've already unmute each and everyone. No, no, I cannot hear you, Shafana. Not audible. Okay, Gopika. Yeah, please. Gopika, you have unmuted your mic, but I can't hear you. Okay, Durga. I have unmuted you all. Okay, you can unmute yourself. Just try once again, Gopika. Don't worry, these things happen in the initial sessions. Okay. I think like you got unmuted. Just try to speak. But I'm not able to hear you. Can you just try to reconnect, Gopika? We'll come back to you. Okay, next is Itul Kanan. Yeah, Gopika, now I can see, I can hear some, sound, okay, some noise from your side. Can you just try to, yeah.
Can I talk?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Gopika, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Gopika and I'm currently working in TCS. And my current job role is Big Data Engineer. And I have 1.5 years experience in TCS. And I was in Snowflake
Okay.
technology. Now I got new project from the big data side.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know what all these things in AWS, and I love to learn AWS. That's why I joined this course.
Yeah, good. Actually, like there are multiple services which will help you in your big data stream as well. So the combination will be really good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Welcome to this course. Okay, next is Jawad. Yeah, thank you. Jawad KJ. Prasad, you have unmuted. Okay, I can hear some noises. Please mute yourself. I'll call your name. Abhinay. K Abhinay. K Abhinay. Guys, I've unmuted you all. Okay, so just speak. Okay, just unmute and speak. Yeah, Abhinay, go on.
My name is Abhinay. I completed BTech in 2021 in CSC department. I'm looking.
Your opportunity. Okay, Abhinay. Okay, thank you. Kaushal. Kaushal. Yeah, you have unmuted. You can speak now, Kaushal.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, yes, Kaushal. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Kaushal Raju Chitte. I am from Pune, Maharashtra. I have completed my automobile engineering last year, sir.
Oh, great. So, how come you are like switching from automobile to software engineering?
Sir, I want to join IT sector as well. Switch to IT sector.
Okay. Okay, Fazal. Thank you. Kishan? Kishan S. Prasad? Prasad Madhupalle?
Yeah, hi. Are you able to
Hi,
hear me?
Prasad. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hi. You can call me Shiva.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, my name is Shiva. So I'm from Hyderabad, and currently I'm working in Amazon as a machine learning data associate. So it is a non-IT domain. So I want to switch to IT domain.
But you told me you are working in machine learning. Then how come it is non-IT domain?
Yeah, the job title is machine learning data associate, but the work will be different.
Okay, fine. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to teach you all about
Yeah, the
data.
job title looks like a technical.
Yeah, it is. Actually, machine learning is a hot topic. Okay, and it's also one of the good technology. So that's why. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
And we're going to learn AWS together. Okay. Okay, thank you. Manish. Manish Saga.
My name is Manish Subhash Sagar. I am from Nasik. I am completed BE in
Nasik.
Mechanical Engineering.
Okay, welcome, Manish. Manu Vasudevan.
Yeah, hi, my name is Manu Vasudevan. I am from Assam. I'm from Kerala. I thought I will take this course because I have got some 12-13 experience in IT, and currently we have migrated our data center to cloud. So we are already working on AWS. So I thought a certification also will help me. So that's why I joined this course. Yeah.
Okay, welcome, Manu. Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Okay, Narendra. Shiva, please mute yourself.
Yeah.
Narendra, can you hear me? You're raising your hand. You can just unmute and please speak. Nikhil?
Hello. So, Nikhil here, I completed my mechanical engineering, and basically I'm from Bangalore. I wanted to get into IT sector, so AWS.
Okay, welcome, Nikhil. Okay, next one is Nitin Kumar in the list. Nitin Kumar?
Hi team, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, hi team,
Hi, Nitin.
good evening. I'm Nitin Kumar from Kerala, Kollam. I completed BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering in 2019 from Athanasius College of Engineering, Kodamangala. After that, I was a CCNA trainer at the Institute of Technology, Ernakulam, for 1 year. After currently I'm working as a security analyst in System Information Security, Bangalore. Most of the clients are in AWS cloud environment, so that's why I chose AWS this course. And the second thing, I am working as a cybersecurity field, so I need to be bit of aware of cloud and programming and everything. So I joined. That's it.
Yeah, cloud security is it will be a very good profile for you. So
yeah,
good,
yes.
And welcome to this course. Thank you.
Okay.
Preeti Thomas.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Preeti.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm Preeti Thomas from Amritsar College of Engineering. Currently pursuing Master of Computer Applications first year, and I'm preparing for my job interviews. And I think studying this course will help me to grab a better opportunity in better companies.
Okay, welcome, Preeti. Raghvendra is the next one in the list. Raghvendra, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, sir. This is Raghavendra. So I was working as network engineer in Infosys. So I'm looking forward to learn the things in the cloud. So to have the experience like infrastructure setup like physically. So just want to do the setup in the cloud also.
Okay, then. Thank you. And welcome to this group. Next one is Raksha.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Raksha.
I'm Raksha and I'm presently pursuing my BE in Canada Engineering College, Mangalore. Yeah.
Okay, which year?
Second year. CS.
Okay. Welcome to this group. Okay, next is Ranjit Kumar.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Ranjit, good evening.
Yeah, sir, I'm Ranjit, born and brought up in Bangalore. I'm doing my final engineering in computer science engineering in Don Bosco Institute of Technology. So I'm in my final year of engineering, sir. From initial days of my engineering, I was interested in cloud. So I felt like this is the right time to join cloud, so that in next 2 months I'll be graduating. So after that, I can choose cloud as my main domain.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision because currently cloud is a very very booming technology. It's a very hot topic in the market, and you will find numerous job opportunities in this field. Welcome to this course, Ranjit. Next in the list is Rohan. Rohan. Rishikesh Kale. Rishikesh, can you hear me? Okay, so next we have Rishikesh Roth. So you can unmute Rishikesh and you can speak. Sandeep Sundaran. Charanya.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Sir, okay, good evening. I am Sharanya and I am from Kannur, Kerala. And I did my post-graduation, MCA graduation in 2019 from MG University. And after that, I worked as a robotics engineer in a startup company called ALA Robotics. And also I had a 1 year experience in teaching field also. I worked as a computer teacher. Currently, I'm not working.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, why you want to leave this robotics industry? You're currently working as a robotics engineer.
Because due to that COVID situation now, so we closed
Okay,
that.
you already left the job. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sharon, welcome to this show. So, guys, if you cannot, if you are not able to unmute, please, can you please just, reconnect this session because I've already unmuted everyone. Because others can unmute and they can introduce themselves. So I think you can too. So please just reconnect this session, okay? Next we have Salim. Yes,
Hi,
Salim.
sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, hi.
Sir,
Yes,
my name
you
is
are.
Shukriya Salim. Sir, my name is Shukriya Salim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hi,
Shukriya.
Shukriya.
Okay. Okay, I'm from Kollam, Kerala.
Yeah, Shukriya, please go on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm from Kollam, Kerala, and I am a postgraduate in electronics and communication engineering. I completed my post-graduation in 2021 and currently looking for jobs. So I think adding AWS certification to my resume will look good and give me better opportunities. That's why I joined this course. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, welcome to this course. Next we have Prakash. Prakash PK.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Myself, Simisha. I am from Kerala and I am a final year MC student.
Okay, welcome to this course. Next, we have Sonia. Sonia, can you hear me? Shravan?
Hello.
Hi, Shravan.
Hello. Okay, I'm Shravan. I'm from Kerala. I'm a second year BTech student, computer science from CAT.
Okay, welcome to this course, Shravan. Next, we have Shrikant. Shrikant.
Hi, sir. My name is Shrikant. I completed my engineering from AMC Engineering College, Bangalore. I'm currently working in Amazon for the Alexa department. So it's been 2 years since I've been working for Amazon. So I wanted to switch my career. I wanted to switch my path to cloud. So I thought of joining this course.
Okay, so you are into this Alexa builder team?
Yes, I am in this skill certification team.
Okay, fine. Because I have few guys in Amazon. They're also working in different departments, and some other in this programming part of this Alexa. Okay, welcome to this course, Shrikant. Next we have Sudha Rani.
Unmuted.
Sudha.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Myself Sudharani. I am from Haveri. I have completed my BE in Electronics and Communication Engineering, and I have 1.5 year experience in manufacturing industry.
Okay, welcome to this course.
Okay.
Next we have Sumukh. Sumukh VR. Surendra VK. Venkat Ravichandra. Yeah, Venkat, you can unmute and you can just speak. Venkat Shiva.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Awesome. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
I'm Shiva Kashyap. I'm studying my BTech in third year at KL University, Hyderabad, and in computer science department, sir.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to this course, Venkat. So who all are facing issue, they are unable to unmute, just reconnect this session, please. Okay, next we have Vishnu Krishnan. And finally we have Vivek Yashi. Yeah, hi Vishnu.
Am I audible?
Yes, Vishnu.
I am Vishnu Krishnan, completed my BTech in Electronics and Communication. Earlier working in IT Mission, Kerala.
Okay, Vishnu. Yeah, thank you for introduction. Welcome to this course. Okay, so we also have Dheeraj. Okay, I am not sure whether his name is in the list or I have just skipped his name. Let me just cross check. Yeah, Dheeraj is there. Yeah, Dheeraj, you are here. And please unmute and just speak. Yeah.
Hi, Bhaskar. Good evening. I'm Dheeraj, and I have 8.3 years of experience in telecom industries. And I'm just switching my career to IT, so I'm here for the AWS course.
So what are you managing in telecom, like, like this like mainly the core telecom or as a solution integration engineer working? So what's
Actually, it was like 2 3 things. I started with manual testing in my starting career, and then I was in core switch. Then I switched back to public and relations in Reliance Jio. So currently, I am looking after the ROW and permissions over here in Jharkhand. I'm leading the state team for ROW and permissions.
Oh, great. Nice to hear that. Okay, welcome to this course, Dheeraj. Okay, so we also have Shafana here. So she is a math graduate. Unfortunately, she's not able to unmute and speak. So let me just introduce her on on her behalf. So she is planning to go to abroad, and that's why she has joined this course. So that will add some value to her profile. Okay, thank you so much. So we have a yeah, please. Who is it?
Rohan, sorry, I couldn't unmute earlier.
Yeah, please. Please introduce it.
Myself, Rohan Kalkar. I'm currently working in mechanical field as a designer, and I have experience of 1 year. So I'm planning to shift to IT career for better future.
Okay, so what exactly you are doing in mechanical field? Like, can you just tell me something about your job profile?
Yes, designing no, so Creo and for layouts we use AutoCAD. Mainly Creo and ANSYS.
Okay. So you want to switch to IT industry. Okay, yeah, it's a good time. And welcome to this course, guys. So I think we are done with the introduction part. So I think it's a mix. Okay, still left. Yeah, please go on. No problem.
So actually at that time I can't meet myself. So this is Durga Maurya actually. I did my BTech in 2017, and from then I'm working as an electrical engineer, for testing of power plants and substations, etc. And that's now I actually want to move to IT, so that's why I took this course.
Okay, welcome to this work. Okay, so are we done? Anyone is in the list who has not yet introduced himself or herself? You can go on. Okay, I think we are done. No? Okay, guys. Yeah, please.
Sir, I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Sir, my name is Akash. I stay in Mumbai and I am from non-IT background. I'm switching my career to IT background because there is lots of opportunities with scope, and that's why. That's the reason.
Okay, so what's your qualification?
BCom.
Okay.
And I'm working in automobile in Cargo. Yeah, but thank you.
Okay, no problem. So guys, I'm going to start with very, very basic. The basic I will explain you what is network. From there we're going to build all the concepts. So don't worry if you're from IT background or non-IT background, that doesn't matter to me. I'm going to take everyone on the same stage. I'm going to start it from very, very basic. Okay, so few things I'm going to tell you before starting. Sandeep is also with us, and he's also a final year BTech student, and currently he's in CSC branch. So he has also joined this course for a better job opportunity in the cloud market. Okay, so we are going to have a 2-hour session. So in middle we will only have 5 to 7 or 5 to 10 minutes of break between the session. So one thing you have to keep in mind, whatever homeworks I'm going to give you, the labs I'm going to tell you, so please try to complete those on time. It will be helpful for you. So we are going to start with the basic part, the course introduction. Today I'm going to tell you about the foundation. So by the end of this week, okay, you will have this, access. One will be your, this AWS Academy. Okay, so Canvas access, where you where under your dashboard you will have access for both cloud architecture and cloud foundation courses. And from here, whatever resources, like suppose I am using this resource to explain you all the topics. So all these resources are already available on this platform. So you can just go through the modules. You can just click on the module, and under that you can just find all the topics, okay, which I'm going to take. Apart from that, you will also have few video lectures which are created by AWS. Since Ethnus is a partner, it is a AWS partner in when it comes to training. So we have all the this course designed from AWS end. So AWS engineers have built this course, and they have also created few videos, so that also you can refer. Though I'm going to cover each and every topic, but if you want to use these videos for a reference, then you can use it out. Somebody has just raised their hand. If you have any issue, if you are having if you're facing any issue in joining the session or any kind of a doubt, just put me in the chat. I'm going to help you guys. Okay, just put it as a question. Okay, and once we are going to complete, this what do you say, the foundation part, then we're going to move to the architecture. So here you can see each module will also have a knowledge check. So once you're going to complete all the a single module, then you can go for a knowledge check. So with that of it, you can just check your knowledge. So it is this kind of structure is with each and every module. And if you will scroll down, once you will get this access, then you will have these labs. Okay, so once we're going to start with any lab, once we're going to reach any topic where lab will be associated with that topic, then I'm going to explain you how to do the lab. So that we are going to discuss afterwards. After that, apart from that, there are few, one sandbox environment is also there. Okay, so with the help of this environment, you can do the part of these labs. If you want to perform some experiment, then you can do it with the help of this sandbox environment. Okay, and some additional resources are there related to the certification. So our main focus is on the certification, and this whole course is designed for the certification, which is AWS Solution Architect Associate. But one more advantage is there. With the help of this course, you can also fight for cloud practitioner exam, you can, because we are going to cover all the topic which also comes inside this examination, that is cloud practitioner. But I won't recommend you. Why I won't recommend you, I will tell you in the in today's session, later in this session. Okay, so apart from that, you will get this access also, guys. Okay, this will be one codmithra access will be there, and inside this there will be multiple assessment. So I will tell you when you have to go through the assessment, when you have to complete the first assessment, the second one, like that. Okay, so we have a Sonia. Sonia is not able to connect class from the PC. Okay, Sonia, just try to connect today from your mobile, because we are going to just check out the different modules which we are going to learn in this course. So if you can connect it through your mobile, that would be good, and try to resolve this issue why you are not able to connect it from your PC because others can. So please, okay, just you can connect it from your mobile today. Okay, so that assessment will really help you. So all the questions which are there in the assessment are already AWS has already have asked in the examination. So those are similar questions that will help you a lot. Apart from that, all the labs which I'm going to do. Okay, so in our cloud foundation course, the first one, you are going to be having all the labs which are guided labs. Guided labs means it will be the instructions lab. Okay, so once we will open the lab, there will be a text page where all the instructions will be provided, and based on the instruction you can complete the lab. Okay, and but when you will go to when you will move from foundation to architecting, you can apart from this foundation lab, you will apart from this guided lab, you will also get some challenging lab. So challenging lab means you only have to perform everything. They will just give you a scenario. Just create this. Suppose they will ask you to create one S3 bucket. Then we have already learned all those scenarios in the foundation. So you have to revise the concept, and all the concepts which you have learned come into picture in this challenging lab. So we're going to solve a bigger problem. We have a capstone project like a problem here. So we're going to build one architecture for one cafe business and using this challenging lab. So this will be very, very interesting part. Okay, so this is the lab architecture. So all the solution regarding this lab. So I got the same issue. Somebody is asking me that they're not able to connect from the PC. Guys, if you're not able to connect from the PC, please connect it to your phone. Don't miss the session. Okay, because these sessions are not recorded. So you won't get the recordings of this session. So please connect it from your mobile for today and try to resolve your PC issue. Okay. So all the solution regarding the labs will be present here on this codmithra platform. Though I'm going to do all the labs, okay, the guided one and the challenging labs of the architecture. So none of the labs will be pending from my end. But if you want to recheck the solution, if you want to revise the solution again, you can check it on the codmithra platform. So this is these are the access which you will get, this one codmithra and this canvas access where you will get the access for both courses. Okay, so now let's start with the course introduction. So first we're going to start with Cloud Foundation. So let's see what all topics are covered inside this Cloud Foundation. So before starting these modules, okay, I just want to ask you a simple question. Okay, what is cloud computing? And just answer me, just a single line answer. Just you can answer me in the chat. Just tell me in a very, very simple way what is cloud computing, because AWS is a cloud computing, a public cloud provider. So the technology is cloud computing and AWS is a public cloud provider. So I just want to know from your end, what do you understand what is the meaning of cloud computing? Just tell me. You can just put it in the chat. Any thoughts? All thoughts are welcome. Okay, virtualization. Very good. Anything whatever you think about this, what is this cloud computing? You can just think intent of doing configuration. Okay. So I got a few answers. Cloud computing is providing resources virtually to support an architecture. Okay. And intended of doing configuration the devices, servers on premises. Yeah, that is also correct. I need more answers, guys. Whenever I'm asking you any question, please try to answer. Okay, let's make this session more interactive. Then only you will learn better. Okay. Online storage access. Storage access is one of the property of cloud computing. Okay, managing cloud data or databases. Okay. Online storage. Yeah, online storage. It is just a form. It's one of the property of cloud computing. Managing cloud data or database is also one of the property. Yeah, you can store the data on cloud. Okay, fine. Okay, so I got a few answers I got regarding this technology, cloud computing. Let me just tell you in a very, very simple language. Cloud computing is a combination of virtualization plus internet. Okay, so I like few of the answers are correct and others are close enough, because if you're telling that it only stores the database, online storage, online database storage, only delivering of compute. So all are these properties of cloud computing. So you can do multiple tasks. Not only you can store compute, you can also run databases. You can also use it as an online storage. Okay, you can also use multiple services. So whatever you can do offline, or like you can do as an on-premises servers, like on a physical servers, all those stuff you can do it on the cloud computing. So in a very, very simple language, cloud computing is a combination of virtualization and internet. Now, what is virtualization? Virtualization is something, if there is any physical component, okay, and I want to make a virtual copy of that. So that is the virtualization of creating a virtual of some physical component. For example, let me say an example of a server. So we have a server. If you will, if you will just take your laptop, okay, your laptop is one server. So your laptop contains your, this laptop contains your RAM, your hard disk, everything is there. So it just consider it as a server. So if you can, if you are the owner of your laptop, okay, that means you own this laptop. So you can touch that laptop because that is owned by you. But suppose you are creating a virtual server of your laptop and you are giving access to me that Bhaskar, go and just use this server. So can I touch this laptop? No, I can't. I'm using it virtually. So that's the meaning of virtualization, to make a virtual of something, of some physical component. Okay. And now when I'm telling you that cloud computing is a combination of virtualization plus internet. Now you have created one virtual copy of your of your laptop. Now how I can access that virtual server? With the help of internet. So the medium of accessing that particular virtual server is internet. That's why cloud computing is a combination of your virtualization plus internet. Apart from that, you can also define cloud computing as someone is providing you these machines and you're using it. Those machines does not belongs to you. Those like physical servers or physical databases doesn't belong to you. You are just using it. Those are belongs to those servers are owned by someone else, and you are just using those servers on a virtual platform. Okay, so that's how also you can define cloud computing. So we are going to understand each and everything in a very simple way. So you have to understand the topics in a simple way so that it will be in your memory for a longer time. So cloud computing is simply just a combination of virtualization plus internet. Okay. Now just tell me why you want to learn AWS. Since we have multiple, vendors in the market. We have Microsoft also is there. Okay, so we are not able to understand. Okay, so let me just explain you again. So as I told you, cloud computing is a virtualization technology. So for example, suppose whenever we create any application infrastructure, that time we require multiple components like your load balancers, your compute servers, your database servers, etc. So suppose if you are having your whole setup, if you are owning the whole setup, that means you are owning the hardware. Okay, but suppose if I want to access your hardware virtually, then you are going to create those virtual servers. Then those virtual servers are created with the help of cloud computing technology. And how I can access those servers? I can access it with the help of internet. So I need some medium to access that virtual servers. So that medium is internet. So that is the meaning of cloud computing. So you can say it is a technology to create virtual servers, virtual machines, virtual databases. Okay, so all the components which are used to create the application architecture, all the physical components you can create it virtually, and those virtual components are known as cloud computing components. So that technology which is used to create all those virtual servers, the virtual components which are required to host your application, that is done with the help of cloud computing. And how you can access those components, how you can access those virtual servers, virtual load balancers, virtual database with the help of internet. I think it is clear. Is it clear? Can you just confirm me? Okay, great. So guys, now just tell me why you want to learn AWS. Since we have multiple, vendors in the market. Microsoft is there, GCP is there. So I just want to know, why you have chosen AWS to enter into the cloud computing market or cloud computing technology. Oh, sorry, I think your voice is breaking. You can just ping me in the chat. Any thoughts? All thoughts are welcome. Just ping me. Why are you opting out for AWS particularly? More market share, okay. High demand, okay. They have a good reputation over years. Okay. Any other thoughts? I got few answers, very good answers. Okay. AWS is much more reliable. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the prices are also low. Okay, so let me just tell you, I got a mix of answers and almost all the answers are correct. Since AWS, it is the first public cloud provider which has introduced this cloud computing concepts in 2006. So in 2006 they came into the market. So they have started with few services like S3, EC2, and over the period of time they have they have added more and more services, and now it has become a very a big platform which is having multiple services, and with the help of those services you can do any task in the IT field, and they are having a huge market share. If you will check out the job opportunity, when I'm talking about the market share, they own around 80% of the market. Since they have introduced this technology, in 2006 they were the first one to bring this kind of a concept in in the market. So that's why the current share of AWS is 80%. That means, you will have lot of opportunities in the market. If you will check out the LinkedIn, don't go, if you don't do, go on my words, then you can just check out the LinkedIn and search for AWS job. Definitely, if you will check out the resume, you will see, if you will check around, 10 jobs, you will find 7 or 8 jobs which are, aligned towards your AWS, where they're using AWS technology to build the application infrastructure. And one more thing, this is what happens, people are looking for certified AWS architect. Why they are looking for certified AWS people? Because they don't want to, they don't want to expand in the training part. Okay, they want someone who has already, proved his knowledge on AWS platform, already, cleared the certification. Because once you're clearing the certification, that means you got that, that kind of a knowledge, okay, regarding all the services. So once you will clear this certificate, then you will have knowledge of multiple services which we are using in IT industry. So that's why certification is very, very important, because if you will screen to multiple opportunity, you will see certified AWS, developer, certified AWS solution architect is a plus. That means you will have an edge over the other students who are not certified. That's why getting certified in 2022 or 2021 or any day, you on this AWS platform is plus point for you, plus point for your career. It will give you an advantage. But I'm not telling you that once you will get certified, you will get the job. For job, you have to clear the interview. You have to prove your knowledge. But once you will get the certification will help you to get your that resume screened out. And once your resume will be screened out, then only you will have a chance to get interviewed. Because today it is a very, very competitive market, guys, and multiple people are applying for a single job. Opportunities are a bit less as compared to the number of people. So that's why you should go for this certificate. That will really help you a lot. Okay. So yeah, I will just slow down. Okay, I won't go really fast. We'll just slow down, and we're going to learn each and everything slowly. Then we're going to speed up on the advanced topics. Okay, so let me first check out what is the module overview. Okay, so topics we are going to check here: the course objective and overview. So we are having around 10 modules here. We're going to see what all services we are going to cover in these modules. Then discussing about some AWS certification exam. What are the different AWS certificate exams are available on AWS websites, and what certification we are going to aim, that I'm going to discuss in detail. Then AWS documentation. What is AWS documentation? Why you should always follow AWS documentation? If you want to work in this AWS platform, you should always follow AWS documentation. You should always refer to AWS documentation, because that will contain all the solution. That will contain all the information about any AWS services. Okay. Then one activity will be there associated with this introductory module. That is your AWS documentation scavenger hunt. So nothing. It will be just how efficiently you can use documentation. There will be few set of questions that will just help you understand how you can search. If you want to search some topic on AWS documentation, how you can search for those kind of topics. How you can check out for some solution using this AWS documentation. So that we are going to learn with the help of this activity. Okay, so let's start. So module objective. So after completing this module, what you're going to learn? First of all, you're going to recognize the purpose of this Cloud Foundation course. So in this course, you will I'll be going through all those 10 modules. So you will come to know what all services we are going to learn in this particular Cloud Foundation course. After that, recognize the course structure. So in each module, what all services we are covering on the AWS platform. So that we are going to discuss. Then regarding AWS certification, so what is the process? How many certificates are provided by AWS? We're going to see that. And then navigate the AWS documentation website. So how to use AWS documentation efficiently, that we are going to check out. So let's start with section number 1, that is course objective and overview. So course prerequisite, general required knowledge, IT technical knowledge or IT business knowledge. Okay, if you are working in IT, that is good. If you're not working in IT, that is also not a problem. Okay, so if so, all are working in IT, they know like how the project works. Okay, what are the different business units and how to communicate with the client. So and mainly about the business and the technical knowledge, but that is not the I would say a mandatory requirement. So I'm going to tell you in between, okay, like I will share my real-time experience, and based on that, okay, you will also get some technical knowledge. And once you will complete this particular certification, then you will have all the knowledge of all the services like which we use in real-time projects. Okay, and preferred knowledge, familiar with cloud computing concept. So don't worry, we're not going to jump straightly to AWS first. The first module will be on cloud computing. So where we are going to discuss what is cloud computing, why there was a need of cloud computing, because when you are learning something, you should know why that technology came to the market, what all changes that technology brought into the market. Okay, so why cloud computing, like what all changes cloud computing had made in the market, what are the advantages of cloud computing. We will see some, case study of a cloud computing. So those things we are going to check out. So don't worry if you don't know about cloud computing, we are going to start from that only. So that will be covered. Then working knowledge of distributed system. So guys, distributed system, this topic we are going to cover in the advanced part, but let me just tell you in a very, very basic way what is distributed system. So distributed architecture is a decoupled architecture. So I will just start with an example that will help you a lot to understand this distributed system. So suppose I'm running an e-commerce company. Okay, I'm having an online e-commerce company, and I have deployed, it is a, I have three major components of my online website. That is, first one is order placement, where customer like you are coming to my website and just placing the order. Second one is order processing. So once the order will be received from the customer, then order will be processed. And finally, the order delivery. So once the order is processed, and finally, it will, that order delivery department is going to deliver the order to the to the doorsteps of the customer's doorstep. So these are the three components. So suppose, for example, if all these three components are tightly coupled, or suppose they are into a single server, I place my whole application into a single server, that is a single architecture. Then what will happen is, suppose in future that server went down. Suppose some hardware failure got, okay, or suppose that server crashed due to a high load. Then what is going to happen? Your whole application will be down. So to eliminate a single point of failure, this IT this industry uses a distributed system, where we are distributing the application components on multiple servers. Now let me take the same example. Now suppose if I have created a distributed system for my e-commerce website, then I would have created multiple servers. Like suppose I would have created 3 servers. On the first server, I would have placed my first component, that is order placement. The second server will contain my order processing component, and the third application component will be hosted on the third server, that is your order delivery component. Now in future, suppose your application is running fine any day, okay. Suppose your order processing is down, your order processing server got down, your application infra which is hosting your order processing application component went down. Then too, your whole application won't be impacted. Okay, because your order processing component is up, your order delivery component is up. So still the users can visit your website and they can place the orders. They can still, they won't be getting any error while visiting your website. They can visit your website. They can place the orders, and all the orders which are out for delivery, they will be also delivered smoothly. Only the order processing component is down. That means the order which are placed by the customer at this time won't be processed, because our order processing is down. But once after few hours, once your order processing system is up, that server is up, your application components up, then all the all the orders will be processed through this order processing component. And now now you will ask me how these different components are connected. So these are connected to the message queues. So there is one message queue concept is there, which we are going to discuss in the advanced part. I'm going to tell you what are the different message queues supported on AWS platform. But for now, you should know what you should have a overview of this distributed system. Like what is distributed system? So I'm going to discuss in the advanced topic. So you will have a picture what is distributed system. So distributed system means when you are distributing a system in such a way that multiple components are distributed across multiple servers, and those are not tightly coupled, those are loosely coupled. So by they are making it loosely coupled so that to eliminate the single point of failure, because if suppose any single component is down, then too it is not going to impact the whole application. The other component will be able to work independently. Okay, so that's the meaning of distributed systems, guys. The next one is familiar with general networking concepts. So few people who told that they are working in networking and they already have a work experience in networking, then I think this will be the plus point for them. But if you don't have any knowledge of networking, then also we're going to start with from very basic. That is, what is network? I'm going to tell you about what are different network components. Then after that only we're going to start with the AWS services which are supporting the network. Okay, so that will be covered. Finally, working knowledge of multi-tier architecture. So these days we are having a multi-tier architecture where we are having a separate web server, we are having a separate application server and a separate database server. So that is the meaning of multi-tier architecture. That means on a different tiers. Suppose there is one rack. Rack is having 3 tiers. So in the 3 tiers, like on the first tier I put my web server. On the second tier I put my application server. On the third tier I put my database servers. So that kind of architecture we are using in the architecture, like in our IT industry. That is your multi-tier architecture. So if you have knowledge, like I've already given you a little bit glance about these concepts. So don't worry, we are going to discuss each and everything in detail in the modules, what is it, respective module. Okay, so I think it is already an hour. Okay, so let's go out for a break for 5 minutes, and please join me after 5 minutes. We are going to discuss further after 5 minutes, right? Okay, so please take a break, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to the okay, so let's start the session. So what will be the course objective? Okay, so after completing this course, what you're going to learn. So first of all, you're going to define what is AWS cloud, and then what is AWS pricing philosophy, how AWS charges you whenever you are creating any servers, any application infrastructure component. When I'm telling you infrastructure, if you don't know what is infrastructure, then I will tell you first that part. So whenever we are creating any software, suppose you are seeing any application that is IRCTC application, you are accessing from your mobile or your laptop or your PC. So that application, for any successful software, we are having two components, major components. The first one is the programming, the software programming, which is used to build that application. But now, how you are going to run that application? You got that software code, but how you are going to run that software? That software will be hosted on some infrastructure. So that will be a software or application infrastructure, some hardware that would be needing some machine. That your application, your software, the software which you created with the help of the programming language, that needs some machines to be hosted on. Okay, so your application will be hosted on some machine and some servers, and those servers and other components are collectively known as application infrastructure. And with the help of AWS, you're going to create the application infrastructure. So you're going to learn about what are the pricing of creating this infrastructure. After that, you're going to identify the global infrastructure component of AWS. So as I'm telling you, AWS is very, very vast, and it has placed their hardware servers throughout the globe. So how they have created this a very large global infrastructure, which is placed throughout the globe. So how they have created that infra, we are going to learn that. After that, describe security and compliance measures of AWS cloud, including AWS identity and access management. So here we are going to discuss about AWS cloud security using AWS IAM service, which is mainly it is a security service, which we are going to discuss in this module. After that, create an AWS virtual private cloud. So this is the networking component of AWS. We are going to discuss this virtual private cloud in detail in this module. So if you are thinking about all these terms, it seems to be fancy to you, don't worry. Once you will reach all these modules, we are going to learn each and every AWS services in detail. Okay. After that, I'm going to demonstrate when to use EC2, that is Elastic Cloud Compute, AWS Lambda, and AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So all these three services, that is Elastic, Amazon EC2, Lambda or Elastic Beanstalk, these are the example of compute segment, your compute services, AWS compute services, we are going to learn in this module. After that, we are going to see how to differentiate between S3, Amazon EBS, EFS, or S3 Glacier. So all these services are the part of storages. So this comes under AWS storage service. So when you should use S3 storage service, when you should go for EBS storage service, when you should opt out for EFS or S3 Glacier, we are going to discuss about this in this particular module. After that, demonstrate when to use AWS database services, including Amazon Relational Database Service (RDS), Amazon DynamoDB, Redshift, and Amazon Aurora. So these are all different form of databases which we are going to learn in this course. So these databases are supported by AWS. So AWS supports multiple databases. So we're going to discuss these databases in detail. After that, explain cloud architectural principles. So we are going to see how to build a more secure, more efficient, more robust architecture or application infrastructure. How we can build that, we are going to learn in this cloud architecture principle. So they have already, AWS has already created some set of, rules, or I would say some documents. With the help of that, you can refer those documents to create I would say more secure, robust, or highly available application architecture that we are going to learn in this section. And finally, we are going to explore key concepts related to elastic load balancing, cloud version, auto scaling. So these are some advanced topics, okay, which we are going to learn here. That is your load balancing, CloudWatch, and auto scaling. So all these topics are divided into different modules. So all these topics will be covered under 10 modules as a part of Cloud Foundation. Okay. Okay, so these are the 10 modules what I was talking about. The first one will be your cloud concept overview. We are going to discuss about what is cloud computing, what are the advantages of cloud computing, what is the difference between the cloud computing and your on-premises servers, the cloud computing servers and your on-premises servers. We are going to discuss that, and few more details about cloud computing, and then we are going to move to AWS. What is AWS? Okay, how AWS looks. What are the different services of AWS? We are going to check in detail. Then we will move to module number 2, which will be all about cloud economics and billing. So we will learn here how AWS is billing you for using their services. So suppose if you want to host any website, you are going to create an AWS server. So you should know. So how much amount you are going to you will be paying for using this server. So all those billing related concepts, pricing related concepts, we are going to learn here in this cloud economics and billing, and few services which are particularly which are for the billing part only. Like we have few services which are aligned towards billing part only, that we are going to learn in detail. And then we are going to move to module number 3, that is AWS Global Infrastructure. So here we are going to see how how big is AWS infra and what all different components are there which are used to create this AWS Global Infrastructure. So that we are going to learn here. Then we are going to move to module number 4, which is AWS Cloud Security. So here we are going to discuss about IAM, that is Identity and Access Management, the service which is used for AWS Cloud Security. So what are the different pillars of IAM, the advantages of IAM, and some demos also we are going to see how to use those concepts inside your projects. Okay, so we are going to check a demo. We are going to do a demo inside this module number 4 related to cloud security. After that, we are going to move to module number 5, that is your networking and content delivery. So here your AWS networking part will come. We are going to discuss few services like virtual private cloud, that is your VPC, and then some content delivery services like your we have one CloudFront is there, Route 53 is there. So all those services we are going to check out here. Then we are going to move to module number 6, that is your compute, and here we are going to see how to create the compute servers like EC2 machines, your Lambda, AWS Lambda, your AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So all these services comes under the compute part. So we are going to discuss about the compute services, AWS compute services. The module number 7 will be entirely on your storage. So I've given you some example of storage, services like S3, SP Glacier, EFS or EBS. So what are these services we are going to discuss in details, and which kind of a storage you should use in which scenario. We are going to discuss that. And then module number 8 will be about databases. So what all different kind of databases which are supported on AWS platform. So we are going to go through different kind of databases, and these all modules from module number 4 to module number 10, we will be having all these labs, the demo labs will be there, which are also known as the guided labs. Okay, and then module number 9 will be about cloud architecture. So until module 8, you will learn different kind of services, and under module 9, that is your cloud architecture, we are going to see some architectures, okay, which are used which are built using different kind of AWS services, which we will be already discussing in these 8 modules. So based on that, we are going to see some architectures, how to create efficient architectures, the different kind of services which are helpful for creating more robust or highly available architectures. We are going to discuss in module number 9, and the final module of this foundation course will be the automatic scaling and monitoring. So how to use automatic scaling feature, which is a very, very powerful feature, and how to monitor your application resources. Your application infrastructure will be created with the help of multiple AWS resources, like your database server, your load balancer, and your compute servers, your storages. So how to monitor all the resources? We are going to check out the service which is which we are going to use to monitor all the AWS resources which are used to build your application infrastructure. So all these 10 modules will be containing multiple AWS services, and but you will have the knowledge of this module or like all 10 modules. Then you can also fight for your this cloud practitioner examination. So what all like knowledge we are providing here inside these 10 modules, that will be sufficient for your cloud practitioner examination. But once you are completing your architecture, that is your advanced that advanced modules, the advanced 15 modules, then you will have all the knowledge which is required for fighting your AWS Solution Architect Associate exam. Okay, so let's now discuss about each module, what all topics will be there in each module. So the module number 1 will be all about cloud concept. So here I'm going to introduce you to cloud computing. What is cloud computing? What are the advantages of cloud computing? Why cloud computing came to the market? What all problems it is resolving? And then what is AWS? And finally, we're going to see what is AWS cloud adoption framework, which helps different companies to move to AWS cloud. So we're going to discuss all these things under module number 1. After that, we are going to move to module number 2, that is cloud economics and billing, all about AWS pricing, the fundamental of pricing, how AWS is charging you. So whenever you are running any machine, running any database servers, how you will be charged, we are going to discuss here. And then total cost of ownership, what is the concept of total cost of ownership, I'm going to explain you. Then AWS organizations, there is one one service known as AWS organization, which is used to manage multiple AWS accounts. So we are going to discuss this AWS organization service in detail. After that, we are going to see what is AWS billing and cost management. So what are the different components of AWS billing, and what are the different services which are used for AWS billing. After that, some technical support. Whenever you will create any AWS account, what kind of a technical support you are going to get. Whenever suppose you are purchasing any different kind of subscription, like for example you are using this Netflix or Hotstar, so you are paying some subscription fee to use their services, to see the videos, to see the videos or movies on your Hotstar or Netflix. Same way, AWS is also having some subscription model. So we will discuss about that in the technical support of the module 2. Okay. Then we are going to move to module number 3, which is about AWS global infrastructure. So how this global infrastructure is created, what are the different kind of a components which are used to create this AWS global infrastructure. After that, we will discuss about AWS services, what are the different kind of AWS services present on the AWS management console, and what are the different kind of AWS service categories. So for example, I have told you, about the compute. So compute is one category. Inside the compute, you have multiple services like EC2 is there, Elastic Beanstalk is there, you have Lambda. So your compute is one service category, and inside compute you will be having multiple services. Like that there are multiple, service categories, and inside those service categories you will have multiple AWS services. So we are going to check out that too. After that, we are going to move to module number 4, which will be about AWS cloud security. So first topic which we are going to discuss here will be AWS shared responsibility model. So shared responsibility means the shared responsibility of the customer and AWS. So once you're going to use this AWS platform, what are your responsibilities to secure your application and your application infrastructure, and what are AWS responsibilities to secure your application and infrastructure. So we are going to discuss about this under the shared responsibility model. Then we are going to move to identity and access management service, that is IAM. So we are going to discuss about this service in detail. So what are the different pillars with the help of that this service is built, and there will be one demo to use this IAM services, how to use this IAM services. And after that, you are going to learn how to secure a new AWS account. So whenever suppose in the future you're creating your new AWS account, and then how to secure that AWS account, some good practices are there which we are going to discuss. Then how to secure the accounts in a generic way, what are the good practices you can you can do to secure your accounts, and how to secure the data. So the data means whenever you are hosting your application on AWS platform, then definitely your application data will be generated. So for example, you are saving your customer data. The customer information is very, very important. So how you can secure that data? Because that data is stored on the AWS platform. Suppose we are using S3 service to store that data. So we have to make sure that that data should not be breached. So if you would have heard some news like, last year, I think Zoom company was there, okay. So some data leak was there. So through WhatsApp also some data got leaked. So there was some, some security lapse was there in the whole architecture. That's why the data got leaked. So we have to make sure that data, which is a very integral part of your software, of your application, that should be secured on a highest priority. So we have to check that how to secure the data on AWS platform. And final topic will be working to ensure compliances. So some compliances like some government compliances or some client compliances are there. Which we are going to see how AWS is managing with these compliances, so that it will it will bring a trust that you should move to AWS, that you should opt out AWS to host your application. So we are going to discuss that under the working to ensure compliance. Then module 5 will be all about networking and content delivery. So let me just tell you about the content delivery. Networking, we know, okay, like how to communicate. So currently, when we are on this platform on our GoTo webinar, we are communicating with each other. So that is done with the help of networking. Okay. And now what is content delivery? So content delivery, as the name say, it means when you're delivering the content to the global user without any latency. Latency means no delay. So content delivery means when you are delivering the content. The content can be your website, some files, you're sending it to your customers. So that is your content. So whenever you're delivering any content to the global user, the users which are around the globe. Okay. When you are sending these files or sending your application content to those global users, that should be sent without any latency, without any delay. So for this content delivery, we have few services like CloudFront is there. Cloud 53 is also there, okay. But mainly we have a CloudFront services there, which we are going to learn in detail. So let's check out the module section. First, I'm going to start with the networking basic. So what is what is the network? What are the different kind of components are there? We are going to learn that. After that, we are going to jump to Amazon VPC, which is used to create a highly available, AWS networks. So we are going to create a VPC in this particular module also. And then what are different VPC networking components? What are different VPC security components? And what is Amazon Route 53 services? And finally, what is CloudFront, that is your content delivery service. We are going to discuss all these different kind of services inside the module 5, that is the networking and content delivery. After that, we are going to move to module number 6, guys. And under the module number 6, it will be entirely about the compute, about creating the servers. Okay, so creating a virtual machine. It will be about creating a virtual machine. So what all sections we are going to cover here? First of all, compute services overview. What all different kind of compute services are available on AWS platform? We are going to check that, and then specifically few services we are going to check in detail. We are going to learn in detail. So the first one will be EC2, that is Elastic Compute Cloud. So it is used to create the virtual machines. We are going to discuss in details. And it is a very, very important services. And this service is used almost in every project which is hosted on AWS platform, because this service is providing a compute power. So compute power means your laptop. Like on your laptop, suppose you are connected with me on this session using your laptop. So your laptop is one server. Your PC is one server. So that is a very very important concept, because you need some server to host your application. That's why EC2 is a very, very important service to learn. After that, we are going to see what is EC2, how to optimize the cost of EC2. Because whenever you're creating any application infrastructure, you have to make sure that you are creating the whole infrastructure in a very, very low cost. You are not spending anything extra. So we are going to see some options to bring down the cost of using this EC2 service. Then we are going to move to container services. So container services are a bit different from EC2. So it is used to like host the container based applications. So like these days, many companies are there, or many softwares are there which are built on like using the container based applications, which are using the container services. So container means nothing. You can just consider it as a I would say like a container, a simple container. Inside the container, you are putting your application. So we are going to discuss this whole container based topics inside this particular module. So don't worry, you will learn all those concepts. After that, introducing to AWS Lambda. So AWS Lambda is a serverless component. So what is serverless technology? Okay, and what is AWS Lambda? We are going to discuss in this module number 6. And finally, AWS Elastic Beanstalk, which is also one of the part of compute. So once you will complete all these different concepts, you will be able to differentiate between EC2, AWS Lambda, Elastic Beanstalk, and in which scenario you're going to use this service, because we have multiple services on AWS platform. But when you should use this service, that is the important question. So once you will have knowledge about these services, then you will be able to know in like for which business scenario you can use which AWS services. Okay. Then module 7 will be all about the storages. So there will be 4 storage which we are going to discuss. The first one will be a Elastic Block Store, and then your simple storage service, that is your S3. Then Elastic File System, EFS. So Elastic File System will be your shared storage. That means I can connect multiple computers to a shared hard drive. I'll just give you a very basic example. Suppose consider this Elastic File System as a hard drive. So I can connect this hard drive to all of us 53, like we are 53 in attendance. So I can connect the single hard drive to all 51 machines. So it is a shared storage. So we are going to discuss about this shared storage. And finally, Amazon Simple Storage Service Glacier. So what is S3 Glacier? We are going to discuss in detail. Then we are going to move to module number 8. That is your database section. So there will be a few databases which we are going to focus on. The first one will be your traditional database, that is your relational database services, RDS, and a few examples of RDS I will tell you. Your MySQL is the example of RDS, your Postgres, data engine, your like Oracle servers, all these are the examples of your relational database, which is the traditional database. So, maybe in the school or in your colleges, you would have learned some new concept like MySQL or Oracle. You would have created some queries, created some databases. So all those database engines are the part of RDS. So we are going to discuss about this service in detail, and there will be one lab associated with this particular service. So we are going to create one RDS database server using your demo lab. Okay. And then we are going to discuss about DynamoDB, which is a I would say advanced database, which is a non-SQL database. So we will discuss about this DynamoDB in detail. So don't worry, when I'm telling you NoSQL, what is NoSQL, or what is this traditional database? If you don't know these things, we are going to discuss in these concepts, okay, in detail. I'm going to start from there only. What is the difference between SQL and NoSQL database? Okay, DynamoDB comes in which category? How it is different from RDS? So we are going to start from there. And then we are going to check out one Redshift service, which is a data warehouse solution. So just consider data warehouse as a warehouse which can where lot of data is stored. So if you will consider a database where you are storing suppose 10 TB of data. So inside a data warehouse you can store the data in petabytes, 100 petabytes or 100 TB like that. So there will be a huge data which will be inside the data warehouse, and that data is used for analytics purpose. So we have one field known as data analytics. So those data analytics engineer use that data for the analytics purpose. So that data will be a history data. Suppose a data warehouse contains last 10-year data of a particular company, and they are doing some research. So they are using that old data to check the pattern, how the data is changing over the period of time. So that is the data analytics they are doing on that particular data. So that huge data is stored inside the data warehouse, and that data warehouse solution is provided. It's like if you want to achieve, or if you want to use a data warehouse kind of a solution on AWS platform, then you can go for Amazon Redshift service. Then we are going to learn about Amazon Aurora. So Aurora is a in-house tool of AWS. So AWS has created this database, and it is created on the using your what you say MySQL and Postgres engine. So how it is better than MySQL and Postgres, we are going to discuss about Aurora in detail in this module number 8. So all these databases will be discussed under the module number 8 section. After that, we are going to move to module number 9, that is your cloud architecture. We are going to start with AWS well-architectured framework. So what is well-architectured framework? And using the pillars of this well-architectured framework, we are going to learn how to create well-architectured frameworks which are highly available, very robust, highly secure. So all those things will be discussed here. Then we are going to discuss about this reliability and availability concept. What is reliability? What is availability? And finally, we are going to discuss about AWS Trusted Advisor, which is a managed service which is used to provide where AWS engineer is going to communicate or with you directly, and they are going to provide some solution by scanning your infrastructure. So that kind of a service which is provided by AWS we are going to discuss in this module number 9. And finally, the module number 10, which will be about automatic scaling and monitoring. So under this module number 10, we are going to start with load balancing. What is elastic load balancing? And then what is Amazon CloudWatch? Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring tool which is used to monitor your application and application infrastructure, or I would say application and application resources. And then Amazon EC2 auto balance, auto scaling. So let me just tell you a little bit about this load balancing and auto scaling. First, let's start with load balancing. So as the name say, it is used to balance the load. So let me just take an example. So suppose I'm using a 2 servers to host my application. So now the customer traffic or customer load is coming to my application. So if I'm using a load balancer, then what load balancer is going to do? Load balancer is going to distribute the traffic on my both servers. So it's going to distribute the traffic among the different machines. So for example, if I'm using 5 servers to host my application, so and I'm using on the top of that I'm using load balancer. So load balancer is going to balance the load, balance the customer traffic across all the servers which are used to host my application. Okay, so that is a simple application, a simple definition of load balancing. So we are going to learn this topic in detail inside this module number 10. Then what is EC2 auto scaling? So EC2 auto scaling means it will, based on the customer traffic, it is going to add machines. It is going to add machines automatically, and it's going to read the machines automatically. So let me take an example. Suppose I'm running an e-commerce company, and now Diwali came. Okay, so till now I was using 3 servers which were along with the load balancer, which are used to balance my customer traffic, and those 3 servers are able to are able to support my customer traffic efficiently. But now since the Diwali sale is now coming, and I am expecting that the application load will increase to 50%. I will get more 50% more customer data to shop on my website on this Diwali festival. So if I'm using auto scaling, then what will happen? Suppose on the day of Diwali, so currently if suppose 50k users were hitting on my application, and now on the on the eve of Diwali, I can see 1 million, suppose that particular customer traffic got doubled. So suppose 1 lakh people are hitting my application. So in that case, when more customer traffic is coming to my application, that is more customer load is coming to my application, that means I need some more machines to balance that load, to balance that extra load. So if I'm using this auto scaling feature, then what is going to happen? based on the customer load, it is going to provision, it is going to launch new application servers. It is going to launch new application servers. It is going to add those application servers to it is going to add those application servers to to tackle with that particular customer traffic. So suppose initially I was starting with the 3 servers, and now I found that more traffic is coming to my website. So that means I need more servers. So automatically 2 more machines will be created with the help of auto scaling feature. And now initially we started with 3 machines. Now we have 5 machines which are supported by application, and all the all this customer traffic will be distributed among the 5 all those 5 machines. So here you are not creating those machines manually. When we are using this auto scaling feature, it is going to scale your infrastructure automatically. It can scale up or it can scale down. So now suppose your this Diwali festival is now over. Okay, now Diwali is over, and now you can see the customer traffic is back to normal, that is 50K. Now those 2 extra machines will be related automatically, so that you won't be paying anything extra from your profit. When 3 machines can handle your 50K traffic, 50K customer traffic, then why you need 5 machines to handle the same traffic? That's why we use auto scaling. So based on the customer traffic, it is going to scale up your infra. Once the customer traffic is more, once the customer traffic is less, it is going to scale down the infra. So it is used to scaling up and scaling down infra automatically. So this is just an overview of EC2 auto scaling. So we are going to discuss this particular service in detail in this particular module, that is module number 10, guys. Okay, so now let's discuss about the AWS certification examination, some information about the AWS certificates. So these are the different kind of certificates which are provided by AWS. So foundational part is cloud practitioner. So as I've told you, once you will complete all these 10 modules, you can also opt for this cloud practitioner examination. Okay, but we are focusing on associate examination, that is your cloud solution architect associate, which comes under your associate level. So on associate level, we have three certification. First one is your solution architect associate. Then you have system, SysOps administration, associate, and finally AWS developer associate. So why we are choosing this solution architect associate? Because solution architect, the course which AWS has planned for this solution architect associate certification, it contains multiple services. So once you have the knowledge of those multiple services, once you have a hand-on of those multiple services, with the help of that, your base will be formed. So now, if you want to move to developer profile, then you can check out some developer services. You can move there also, because anyhow, the services which we have discussed or which we have learned inside the solution architect will be used to create the infra. Will be definitely used in creating your application infra. Okay, that's why this certificate is very helpful. And I'm not recommending you to opt for this cloud practitioner. Please complete both foundation and the architecture course, and directly go for this architecture, this solution architect associate certification is going to help you a lot. Because if you will just check out the opportunity, just go on the LinkedIn, search for cloud computing job, AWS cloud engineer job, then definitely inside the JD, inside the job description, you will find the certificate name. This certificate name is must. Either either you are solution architect associate certified or developer certified. So this certificate will be there. So that's why it is very, very important. And apart from that, as per the knowledge, as per the your knowledge and learning purpose, it is covering a lot of services. So suppose tomorrow if you want to go into this SysOps profile, then to the services which SysOps admin, a system administrator is using, will be already covered here. You will go into some detail in some concepts, okay, when you're going for other certificates. But solution architect will have a knowledge of broad scale of services. Okay, so that's why this is a very, very good certificate to go for. After that, you will also have this professional certificate. So there are 2 professional certificates, guys, and the first one is your AWS solution architect professional, and other one is your DevOps engineer. So if you want to, build your career inside in this architecture field, you can go for this solution architect professional. So it will have some advanced concept. And then if you want to, build your career inside your this DevOps field, you can opt out for DevOps engineer professional course. So this foundation and associate course are, the certifications examination are based on MCQs only. So if you're opting for foundation or associate examination, then you will be asked for MCQs. You will be only asked MCQ question. But if you are opting for this professional examination, if you are opting, I will tell you, Kanan, okay, what is DevOps? Let me complete this. So if you are going for any professional examination, that is a lab examination. So there you have to perform the task. But you don't have to worry about the associate level. There you will be tested on all the scenarios. You won't be asked any straightforward question. You will be tested on different scenarios. So those scenarios may be of any application like architecture. So based on your services which you have learned, you will be asked, you will be tested, and this will be purely MCQ. So no labs will be here on associate level. Okay, apart from that, we have some special certificates, right? Some specialty, like suppose if you want to, if you have interest in networking, you can check out this certificate like advanced networking specialty. If you want to build your career in like big data, you can go for big data specialty. If you are, if you have interest in security, you can check out security specialty. For machine learning also, we have machine learning specialty. And finally, Alexa skill builder. So, Alexa is a very, very popular Amazon product. So we have a dedicated team in AWS who are working on, improvising Alexa, skills. So based with that of this particular certificate, you can learn, the services which are used for this Alexa skill builder. For this Alexa. Okay. So guys, these are different certificates there, and we are going to focus on the solution architect associate certificate. So all the services which you are going to learn will be aligned toward this particular certificate, that is solution architect associate. And don't worry about this. If you have like 6 months of experience, nothing, you can directly go for any associate certificate. The foundation cloud practitioner certificate is not required. You can directly go for associate certificate. So once you will complete this course, you will have all the knowledge to fight for this particular certificate. But for professional, you should have at least one certificate, associate certificate. Then you can go for the professional certificate. Okay. So the focus will be on solution architect associate certificate. Now I got one question. Okay, that what is DevOps? Okay. So DevOps is a theory. It is a concept. It is like it is not a I would say something like a programming language or some technical thing. It is a concept which is minimizing the bridge between the development and operations team. So what happens whenever you will be working in any IT company. So there are multiple teams who work on a single project, who work on a single product. Like you will be having a development team which is going to develop your product. Then you will be having a testing team. Testing team is going to test that product. Then there will be one operation team which is going to which is going to which is going to handle all the application operations. Okay, which is going to handle all the application operations. So once application is developed and it is running on the to serve the customer traffic, it is live, that application is live. Then this application this operation team is going to work on all the tasks, all the operation tasks of a particular application. So to bring both team, the development and the operation team on a single level, this one DevOps concept was formed where we are using a different tools. Okay, so that with the help of those tools, okay, your whole application. Okay, my voice is breaking. This time, let me just try to reconnect. What about others? Others can hear me?
Sir, your voice is breaking. Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Okay, is it better now?
Yes.
No,
It's better now.
Okay, so in a simple way, DevOps is using multiple tools. It's a concept which is just bringing two teams, development and operational team, on a single platform, so that the whole software, this software is built inside a life cycle, and inside the life cycle we will have multiple teams. Like I have told you, development team is like developing the software using the programming language. We have a testing team, then we have some deployment teams are there, some operation teams are there which are doing the deployments. So all these teams come into a picture, okay, and when you like for creating a successful software or successful application. So to bring all teams on a single platform, so that whole this software creation process will be smooth. So this is just a so this particular DevOps field makes this whole process smooth, so that once any software is once any software is built, it is deployed successfully and smoothly. So everything will be working together on a single platform, and they're creating the software. The whole life cycle of this particular software creation process will be smooth. So that is defined inside this DevOps engineering. It's a very powerful field. Okay, I'm also working as a cloud DevOps engineer. We're using multiple tools. Okay, we have tools which are on AWS platform. We have tools on which we are using outside AWS platform, and with the help of that, we are creating a pipeline. We are creating a pipeline so that the whole software will be built very smoothly. So suppose whenever any a developer is going to commit any code, is going to push any code, that code will be tested automatically. After that, it will be deployed automatically. The whole process will be very smooth. So that is the main purpose of DevOps engineering. I hope it is clear. Is it clear, guys?
What is DevOps? DevOps Kubernetes something? Kubernetes.
Kubernetes is a tool. It is a deployment tool. Kubernetes is a deployment tool. So inside our DevOps, okay, we use multiple tools at multiple stages. So when it comes to deployment, like deployment on containers, so or Kubernetes is a deployment tool which is used to deploy the containerized application or your microservices application on the containers. That is the Kubernetes. So we are going to discuss this. Kubernetes part is there. Okay, so when we will come to this concept, we are going to discuss in detail. But for now, you should know Kubernetes is a deployment tool under DevOps lifecycle, and it is used to deploy container-based applications. Okay, it is going to deploy the microservices inside the containers. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah,
you can just please. Okay. So now you got the picture. Okay. So somebody is asking me some question about one certificate. Okay, let me just take that question before going forward. Just a minute, guys. Can I choose cloud security course after cloud solution architect course? Yeah, you can go on. You can go on, definitely. Because under your solution architect associate, we're going to discuss the networking components, AWS networking component, the networking services. So you will get the idea. You will get the hands-on idea how to create the network on AWS. And if you want to go for some advanced networking topics, then you can choose out your this advanced networking topics, or suppose if you want to go for cloud security. So for cloud security also, we are we are going to learn IAM service and some other good practices to secure your application data, to secure your application, to secure your application infrastructure. So those services we are going to learn. So you will have an idea, you will have a hands-on idea, and then you can move to this advanced certificate, the specialty certificate. That is possible. But what I will say, you first focus on this solution architect certificate. Get a job in the market, because once you will get a job, inside your job you are going to learn multiple things in this field, and once you will get little bit experience, then you should go for a specialty certificate, because once you will start working, then you will cater some kind of a interest, because there are multiple profiles inside IT engineering. So based on the work, you will get some interest that I want to move to big data profile. Okay, I think this architecture field is good. I should build my career in this field. I should go to machine learning. So first, complete this certificate, get some job, get some 1 or 2 years of experience inside this field. Then decide, okay, in which specialty you want to move. Okay, that will be a good path. Duration of foundation course. Okay, so most probably we are going to finish this in 32, I think most probably 35 hours. I'm going to finish this and rest 45 hours. I think 40, yeah. Rest 45 hours we're going to donate to this advanced topics, the 15 modules which are the part of architecture. The whole duration is 80 hours, guys. I'm going to finish this course in 80 hours. Now someone is asking how much I should score to crack this exam. 720. Out of 1000, you have to score 720 marks to pass this examination. Okay. I hope I have answered all the queries which were pending. So let me just go ahead. So some resources are there. Okay, nothing but some resources regarding the examination. As I've told you, once you will complete this 10 modules, you can go for this certified cloud practitioner examination. But I'm not recommending that. But if you want to go, then you can check out some resources are there. Some exam guide, what all kind of questions you're going to get. So all those things will be under the exam guide. What are the different sections of the course? Some sample exam questions. All those under this cloud practitioner exam. This slide. Okay. So once you will get this access, then you can check out this part. But once we will complete this whole course, then we will be having one exam readiness. A small course will be there. Okay. That I will be finishing in 3 hours, where we will discuss about how you should prepare for examination. What is the structure of the examination of solution accredited associate. So that will be there, guys. So don't worry. But if you want to check out for cloud practitioner, then you can check out this link. You will get some info about that. Okay. So I'm going to wrap up the class till here. Okay. We're going to discuss about the documentations tomorrow. So if you have any questions, we still have 3 minutes. You can ask me. How many questions are there? Okay. So there are 65 questions, right? So in this examination, you will be asked 65 questions, and the duration of the whole exam is 130 minutes. That is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So roughly, you will get around 2 minutes to answer the question. You won't be getting any straightforward question. Like, if I will ask you, what is the networking service of AWS? No one is going to ask you like that. They're going to mix multiple services. They're going to frame one business case, some use case, and based on that, they're going to create a question. They're going to ask you the question. So there won't be any straightforward questions, right? Okay, so I think I've answered this. Or any information about pattern change after August? Okay, there won't be any, there will be slightly changes. Last year also there were some changes, and I think 2-3 services were there which were introduced in this course. So whatever changes will be there, that changes I'm going to tell you. So don't worry. If you are going for August examination also, I'm going to check out what all changes they are making. Nothing they are going to do. They're going to just reshuffle some topics. They're going to add few more services in this exam. That's it. So all those new services I'm going to tell you, and we're going to check out that service. That things I'm going to handle. Don't worry about that. How many hours for live examples? The total is 80 hours. Inside that we have labs. So you can think around around 20 to 25 hours will be there. That will be dedicated to lab. Because I'm going to perform each and every lab. I'm going to give you those labs in homework. You're going to perform it first, and then I'm going to provide the solution. So we are going to go with the flow. So for example, sorry. Please ping me in the chat, okay? Because other will get disturbed. So suppose I'll just start with this, okay? So suppose I'll start with this module, guys. So we're going to go with a flow. So inside this module, we're going to go in this, in this particular, way only, in this sequentially. So once we will reach this, suppose module number 4, then we're going to start with the lab number 1. After that, module 5 will have our lab number 2. And we will also have some recorded demo that I'm also going to explain you. So based on this course structure, we are going to work out the labs. So maybe one lab can take 1 hour, and the other lab can take 20 minutes. So I can't tell you the fixed time, but I'm going to cover each and every lab, that I can tell you. That is guaranteed. Okay. Now, are the questions based on some scenario? Definitely, it will be scenario based. For example, if suppose they will ask you, you are working as a solution architect in IT company, and now like you want to deploy some services, deploy some application on AWS platform, and then what kind of a services you can choose. So this is a very very simple question I've asked you. So based on that, they are going to create good scenarios. So those scenarios will be containing multiple services, and you have to make sure that you are reading the question very very carefully. So don't worry, with this, this module, we will be having a few questions. And after that, once I'm going to discuss about this exam readiness program, there also I will tell you. There also I will, we are going to go through some questions which are already, covered by the AWS in the previous examination. So you will get to know what kind of a questions are, asked in the examination, and some tips I'm going to give you, and some extra resources I will tell you, which will help you to fight this exam. Average package of pressure, actually it depends from company to company. Suppose if you are going for any product based company, you can easily get up to 8 lakhs. But if you are going for any service based company like TCS, Infosys, you can get up to 4, 4.5, 3.5. But if you are going for any product based, like if you're going for, suppose what is it? Like any product, suppose like Mercedes Benz you're going, for Daimler you're going, okay, for SP you're going, then you will get a slightly better package. 7, 8, up to 10 lakhs also you can get. Okay. Linux compulsory for AWS? Yeah, it will be, because you will be dealing out with the servers. So Linux basics you should understand. Whatever Linux command I'm going to run in these labs, I'm going to explain each and every command. But it will be a good practice if you are going to learn all the Linux command, because that will help you a lot. Okay. Along with teaching the concept, can you put the questions along with concept teaching, which I will ask you. Don't worry. Whatever concept I'm going to teach you today, tomorrow I'm going to question you on that. And if you are thinking about that scenario based question, that we are going to you are going to experience inside the exam readiness section. I'm going to ask you more than around 50 questions in that. Don't worry, based on the topics only. We will have a topic, and then we will have some question. So that kind of a learning also you will have. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think I've answered anything else. Any other questions? I think I've answered all the questions till now. So if you have any more questions, you can ask me. And apart from that, I'm going to provide you one feedback form, guys. So please fill this form. Okay, this is regarding today's session. So this will be a regular activity. So each day, no negative marking in the exam. That's so you have to answer all the questions, because there is no negative marking concept, guys. Okay. Let me just copy this. Yes, sir. Okay, any other question is there?
Sir, here I don't have any chat option, chat box like that. Where do I get that?
No, you can put your question inside the, there will be one section as questions. You can put it there. If you want to ask any question, then you can put it inside your inside the question section of this GoToWebinar meeting. And inside the chat also it is there. If you will go to the last section, under the handouts, you will find one section as chat. So just now, I have placed one feedback form inside chat only. Just check out the chat part, just check out the chat section of this software, and you will find one feedback form. Have you got that form? Can anyone just confirm me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so please provide the feedback, okay, of today's training. And tomorrow, guys, you will be having one assessment. So till now, like I can see there's a mixed kind of a batch. Okay, there are few people who are from tech background, non-tech background, pure experience. So tomorrow we are going to have one very basic assessment. Just check your knowledge. I just want to know, based on the score, I'll just check out how much each and everyone knows, okay, about this technology. So just for understanding you guys. So tomorrow you will be giving one, like you will be taking one assessment and just to check your knowledge. So don't worry. Just please be available and just go attend that assessment class tomorrow. Okay. Please take that assessment. It will help you. I just want to know how much is your understanding on this topic. Okay. Can we take the more than once practice? Yeah, you can take for any time. Okay, like how many times? Suppose for you can take it for 10 times, 20 times, until and unless you have the access for the canvas. You can take this practice test. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think we are already. It is past 9. So thank you so much for joining this session. It was just an introductory session. We have not talked much about technical. But maybe from coming days, it will be purely technical on the AWS platform. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow you will be having assessment. Day after tomorrow, I'm going to meet you. Thank you so much.